League Mates podcast. It's your favorite host, Chewy. Boys,
Hey, it's still John.
And Chewy's not the favorite, but we'll move on.
it's certainly a toss-up.
Welcome back to the second episode.
Sorry that you're here.
Way to kick it off. All right.
Hey, I do what I can.
Consistency is key.
So, there's currently 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Vikings-Rams wildcard playoff game.
But we're starting on time tonight, right, boys?
Yeah, this is totally when we plan to start.
Well, for sure.
So, there's been some happenings since we last recorded. Mike Vrabel signed as the Patriots head coach. Mike McCarthy was fired. Kind of saw that coming. Notre Dame and Ohio State for the national champion. And these two owe me an apology, which we'll get to when we cover the other playoff games. You boys got anything you want to talk about before we head into the breakdown of the other games?
I don't have anything. I think,
Were you guys...
Go ahead.
What?
You said you didn't have anything. What do you guys think, like, top 3 spots for Mike McCarthy?
So he can still interview for the Bears. I know that Jerry Jones
He's going to interview for the Bears.
Well, Jerry Jones denied the initial interview request.
Well, as of today, it doesn't matter anymore.
Sure. But I think that kind of depends on what they do in the next couple days. But I do see that as a top landing spot. Las Vegas might probably interview him. And then maybe the Jets. But I don't think the Jets would really benefit from signing Mike McCarthy. Trying to think. Tennessee, did they fire their head coach? I know they fired their GM.
Yeah, they fired their head coach, I'm pretty sure.
I can see him going to Tennessee then, over New York. Definitely. Logan?
Yeah, I think you guys touch base on that. Other news about...
Nose?
Yes, nose. Let's sniff into this hot take real quick.
Oh boy.
Did you guys see that the Bears also requested to interview with the Packers offensive coordinator?
I did not see that.
Was it denied?
As of 5 hours ago, the Bears requested an interview with Packers offensive coordinator Adam Stanovich for their head coaching position.
I mean, after the play calling I saw this
I did
weekend,
not see that.
get him the fuck out of there. I think there needs to be some other in-depth looks at Green Bay's coaching, so go ahead, interview him. We'll find somebody else.
As a Bears fan,
go ahead.
I would not hate that just because of the stuff. I mean, he's a good coach. He's done stuff all season, but that last game was pretty touchy. But
last
couple games.
That's
I was
true.
going to say, last couple games weren't impressive.
But the Packers' last couple of games have been better than the Bears' games all season, so more power to them.
I guess
like
as a Bears
set the
fan, you
bar
kind
that
of
high. But look at the two different attitudes we have coming into this, right? Like, I'm saying get rid of the guy after 2 bad games in a row, and you're like, bring him on, baby.
It's not the worst thing they could have done. It could do way worse.
You know what? I have a lot of faith in the Bears to do worse, actually.
Yeah, well, They are probably going to.
Probably. What if they have an interim head coach to start the season next year? Like, I honestly wouldn't even be that surprised.
I'm still waiting for a call for my Madden's clips that I sent in, so we'll see.
Well, you sent them to the wrong organization. Send those to oh, what's his fucking name? Jets owner.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
but
drawing a blank on it.
I don't want to do that.
But his son, Brick, he bases everything off of Madden. So
Yeah, that's true.
there's a flag on the play. I don't see any way.
If I get kicked
Oh
off
shit!
as YouTube TV one more time, I'm gonna get mad.
I've only been kicked off once, and the only reason
Been
I'm
kicked
using
off
it.
3 times.
Oh, sick! I signed Quentin Nelson in Madden.
But all right, let's it's been a wild
Yeah,
weekend.
let's break these games down.
Um, we were pretty off.
Pretty off.
Yep, pretty off.
Pretty off.
We couldn't have missed any harder on that first fucking game.
Yeah, we were.
And you know what? My apologies to
Jesus.
everything I said about Houston, because they showed up to show out.
Yeah,
They said, "Fuck the haters, fuck the doubters. We're gonna go into fucking this game and just clap cheek." And they did.
they did.
That's exactly what they did.
And yeah.
Justin Herbert with 4 interceptions. I haven't seen that since they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs, where Trevor Lawrence threw 5 of them in the first half.
That's true. LA showed up to play, and they took it away.
No, they didn't. No, LA did not do that.
I meant LA showed up, and they didn't play. Texans showed up to play.
Better.
And yeah, it shows. LA did not. Yeah, I was wrong.
No, that was bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll let John take the lead on this next game because I want to take the lead on game 3.
Alrighty. So we're talking Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
Yes.
That is the one.
All right. So we were all, I mean, two of us were very correct. Unfortunately, one of us was not. Chewy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why didn't you take the lead on this one, pal?
Well, you see, what had happened was, I put a lot of faith in Pittsburgh
Oops.
and shouldn't have done that because that didn't work out.
I mean, there's really not a lot to talk about in this game. It was the exact game we all knew was going to happen. Derrick Henry was going to rush for over 100. Lamar Jackson was going to eat on the ground. It was what it was.
Yeah.
Rashad Bateman accidentally caught a touchdown. Like I said, he was going to.
Literally, you know what? And I did say that. I did say that he will be one of the guys to come in and make a play. I believe I said I wouldn't be that surprised to see Baltimore just come out and win this game. I wasn't really like hoping to be wrong either. You know, I think Baltimore deserves a big win. And this isn't it. Their next game might be though. Who do they play next? Do they take Houston? No. Yeah. I think Washington will play Kansas City.
The Ravens' next game is the Bills.
That's going to be a fun game.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
And we will cover that
Josh
later this
Allen.
week.
I'm excited for that one. We'll talk about that one later this week. Absolutely.
For sure.
What else? Okay, so let's go right into the next game. How about the Bills Mafia?
Yeah, you were the only one that projected the Bills to win.
Oh, and it wasn't even a close game.
No, I expected more to Denver. I really did. I thought that, like we talked about last time, the Bills are a very one-sided offense, and I didn't expect that to be useful in a playoff game, and Denver was going to take it. But here I am, standing corrected. Well,
I've never been
corrected.
happier for you to be incorrect. That was a class act, beautiful performance out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they you know, when a team performs that well, there's not a lot to talk about. As
Dude,
a Buffalo hater, I did not pick Buffalo coming into this, but when a team performs that well and the other team performs that poorly,
well, and
it's not a big game to cover. There's not a lot to. I mean, Josh Allen and James Cook ran all over the Buffalo defense. Bo Nix looked great for like the first drive and the last drive of the first quarter, and then that was that. The Broncos defense was non-existent, and Josh Allen is scary, and that's all I have to say on that entire game.
Bo Nix,
but I could still fold him.
Time that John ever says that.
Bo Nix went 13 out of 22 for 144 yards and one passing touchdown. Dixon had 1 of 115 because Pew's in for a little bit.
Sorry, go ahead.
Other side of the ball, Josh Allen went 20 for 26, 272 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and James Cook had 120 rushing. That's hard to beat, and that's just that.
If you're not going to stop James Cook, that's what's going to happen every time. If you're not going to stop Josh Allen, that's going to happen every time.
Yep.
I mean, that's the whole time the commentators, that's all they would say is if you're not going to stop Josh Allen on these 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 drives, even a few 3rd and 7s, like you're going to get beat and you're going to get beat bad. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep. Yeah, that's that.
I really don't want to talk about this next game.
I'll take the lead on this one because I didn't have skin in it.
I'm hurt. Yeah. Go ahead, Logan. Take it away.
Philly showed up to play, and the Packers just didn't have it. And then there was a lot of controversy about the opening drive, and either way, whatever the opinions of that are, it happened.
I do disagree a little bit. I don't think Philly looked that good. Saquon looked good. Their defense looked good. Yes. Jalen Hurts looked like fucking shit.
Jalen Hurts went 13 for 21.
That game. I was gonna say he started that game okay, and then it just fell apart.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts went 13 for 21 with 131 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Barkley had 25 carries, 119 yards, and that was hard to beat. Although Barkley was tough to stop on the ground, he didn't score, but set them up in good field position.
It's what he's done all season.
Yeah. And that was just that's that. But again, what really hurt the Packers is the turnovers.
Penalties, turnovers,
very ugly. But
It was a very sloppy game.
that's just, yeah. It's just Josh Jacobs, a fucking dog. And that's really all the offense had is Josh Jacobs being a dog.
The defense couldn't figure it out. We gave up some huge penalties. Huge penalties that, ultimately in the end probably cost us the game. You take away a lot of these penalties. We had a couple stops that got turned into first downs because our guys just catching unnecessary roughnesses or DPI or whatever they did. But it seemed like every other play was a penalty. So we beat ourselves. That was a sloppy Philadelphia team, and that really fucking sucks, actually.
It does. But,
because I think Philly's going to come out the rest of these playoffs and just eat.
Yeah. Now,
so can we talk about the one thing you guys didn't touch on in that game?
What?
Jordan Love threw 3 interceptions.
We mentioned the turnovers.
Yeah, I said the turnovers.
That was kind of at the very
front
of the conversation. Yeah, I was at he led with that.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I missed that. I was reading my notes as you were starting that because I knew I wasn't leading into this one. Yeah, so I apologize for that. But I guess my only take on this is you can't throw 3 interceptions and win a playoff game. Well, a football game. 8 times out of 10, you can't throw 3 interceptions and win a football game, let alone a playoff game.
Right.
Unless your name is Trevor Lawrence. He did it. And against all odds at that.
Yeah.
But no, you make, yeah. Like I said, we beat ourselves this weekend. And while that sucks, I still look forward to next season. I'm going to be mad about it until we'll see how long it takes me to get over this one. This one hurt a lot, but I'm still hopeful for next season. I know, it's Green Bay. It's one of the most historic franchises. It is the winningest franchise, and I'm never going to switch up on my team. So, yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next season.
That's all you can do.
Honestly, it takes a lot of stress off of me for the rest of these playoffs because
I can enjoy football.
Yeah.
I can enjoy the best football that there is to offer.
Yeah. As long as these teams start actually showing up the
Minnesota game. Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
I'm the only one that took LA in this game, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh.
Is that a catch and fumble? No, it wouldn't be a fumble. He would have been down by contact if they ruled a catch.
So
Darnold took a hell of a shot there, though.
Let's move on to the most exciting game of the week, which was the Commanders and Buccaneers.
Oh, dude, I did love this game.
That was a good game. That was a playoff game where both teams showed up to play, and not only play, but win. And the Commanders taking it away with that doink was beautiful.
The doink, the fumble in the red zone.
The doink to win instead of the doink to lose?
We don't have to talk about it.
What about a double?
We don't have to talk about it.
Man, imagine losing a game to a double doink. That would be painful.
We don't have to talk about it.
I think we're going to talk about it. It sounds like we're talking about it. John, would you like to talk about a double doink?
I think the world knows about the double doink. I don't think that needs to be covered in this day and age.
The Packers have had a lot of bad kickers the last few years, and watching any field goal, your heart just stops beating for a few minutes. But the Bears just find new ways to lose, and it's so much fun to watch.
Anyway, Laser Mayfield, 15 out of 18, 185 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. One of which...
Not a bad stat line.
No.
What was his passer rating? Do you know offhand?
I don't offhand.
It should be.
I will.
It's
I
got
will.
to be
I
like at
will.
least 150.
Yeah, let me go look for that.
Mike
That might be
Evans.
a
Keep talking.
158 with the 2 touchdowns.
Mike Evans with a touchdown was
Dog.
beautiful, and then a passing touchdown to Bucky Irving.
Bucky, or
Was
my dog.
Bucky
My dog.
Irving. But on the other side of the ball, the Commanders, who won at the end, Jaden Daniels went 24 for 35, 268 yards, 2 passing touchdowns to Terry McLaurin. What another dog. Terry McLaurin
7 for 89.
is one of the best receivers in the NFL. And that's that.
5 for 89. He went 5 for 5 with a touchdown. He really showed up in this game. I do have that passer rating for you. And that is a 146.5 out of Baker Mayfield.
That's not bad.
No, that's pretty good.
I really thought
So-
Baker should have had his second shot in Cleveland. I really think had Cleveland not moved on from Baker, we'd be having a different conversation about Cleveland instead of the fact that they're restructuring to get Deshaun Watson out of there and probably within the next 2 years draft a quarterback
That
or
depends on
pay
if
someone a lot of money.
I was gonna say that depends on if this whole TikTok thing works out in their favor. There's a whole investigation. I don't want to talk too much about it because,
I don't know anything about it, so
well, I don't want to talk too much about it because there's nothing solid yet, but they might have an out of the whole contract for Deshaun, which would be massive for Cleveland, except for the part where it's Cleveland.
I don't know anything about it, so let's not speak on it.
Well, there's your final score on the LA Minnesota game.
Which
I can update
is crazy. I did not expect
27-9.
So I was in the process towards the end of that game of trying to get Nolan to download Discord. And
I would
we could
love
have
to.
gotten a live reaction from a Vikings fan, but unfortunately he does not have Discord. And it's already kind of late, so I'm sure he's ready for bed. I'm not going to badger him tonight.
Can't say I blame him. Me
that would
too,
have been
but
cool.
here we are.
Yeah, the grind doesn't stop, man. This is
So with the updated predictions of the first round of the playoffs, we have John coming in at 2-4, and Chewy and I tying at 3-3, which crowns John the bozo. Bum, 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 bum.
I say we
there's
keep
worse
a
things to
running.
be crowned.
That's true.
That's true. I say we keep a running pick total through the playoffs, and then we can crown our own Super Bowl champion.
That would be cool.
So if we have a 3-way tie coming into the Super Bowl, we're gonna have to figure something out for that. But we'll worry about that when we get there. We still have 2 full weeks of
got
playoff
time.
football
We got time.
before we get to that.
Let's yeah, I don't know where else to go about this conversation about the first round.
I think that
It was just
that's
wild.
kind of the end of
Yeah, that was just
We could, I mean, it is what it
week
is.
one.
We
Yeah.
could move on to the national championship. We covered the Natty.
yeah. Let's do that. Well, recap. It was a wild first week. I'm excited for the teams to move on and see what this week has to bring. And I think you guys both said it best. It's just time to enjoy the playoffs. No one has any more skin in the game. Now we can just all find our other teams to hope to win the Super Bowl. Anyone but the Chiefs. All right, moving on.
I mean, Bills Mafia all the way for me. And I kind of want the Rams to go and win the Super Bowl because of the Pardon My Take podcast. With Big Cat having his pinky bet on Jesus Christ. On the Rams because they started 0-2.
Yeah. I would like to see the Lions to go and win. One, because it's the same division as our teams. Two, because the Lions have been really, really bad for a long, long time. And I feel like if there's a year they're going to do it, it's this year. They have all the Goff has all the weapons around him. They have a heavy running game with Gibbs. It sucks that Sonic and Knuckles can't be participating together.
Give us time.
Gibbs is a dog, and they're gonna show up to play, and I'm really excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It would be cool to see the Lions go out there and win one, but I don't know if that'll happen.
I'm on the side of the Commanders at this point. I want
Dude,
to see Daniels do it. I really like Jake Daniels. I really like Terry McLaurin. I really like Marshawn Lattimore. Not because I'm an Ohio State fan for the last two, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, if there's another team out there that is worthy enough, that has the weapons, that has the rookie quarterback who fixed that franchise, it's the Commanders and it's Jaden Daniels. There's no doubt about it. But even if they don't go, what a hell of a season. And there's nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. He had a fantastic rookie season, and no one can strip him of that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're a rookie winning playoff games. You're breaking records for not only your franchise, but the NFL for completion percentage. I apologize. I mean, in my opinion, if that was my rookie season, I could go out and lose the next game and be fine with that. I'm sure Jade Daniels is not. I think he's got his sights set on, winning this whole dadgum thing, but we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of tough teams. Even moving on from the first round, there's still plenty of tough teams to get past.
For sure. 100%. Well, let's touch on this Natty for a minute, shall we?
We could talk. We could talk a little college football.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys kind of take the lead on that.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
I want you to know that Monday that's coming up here soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and pre-apologize for anything I say about you, your family, your team, and anyone who roots for that team.
Same goes for you.
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also apologize.
I'm not saying anything after the game, but this is all you're getting out of me.
You guys are so cute.
I respect that, and I understand where you're coming from, because our teams are in the Natty, and
they sure are.
We are the best teams in the nation, and it's going to be
that is a fact.
Absolute dogfight.
This might be the most exciting football game to watch this year, even more than the Super Bowl.
I agree. And yes, 100% biased on that statement. We both teams have showed an amazing amount of progress and just all around dominance on the football field this whole season. Granted, on the other side, both of our teams have lost to teams they should not have lost to. But
I agree.
we overcame it and we moved on.
And now we're in the dance.
And here we are.
There's no other way to say it. We're in the dance.
We are at the ball, and the slipper will be crowned on the foot of Riley Leonard.
You got a foot fetish or something you want to talk about, buddy?
Not on here, I don't.
Oh, that was perfect.
Oh man, that was
quality.
That was man.
Not on here, I don't. I wasn't ready for that one. Not gonna
I
lie
was
to
not either. Oh man, you could have said anything else except that, and I was prepared.
Oh shit.
Oh,
God. All right.
I lost my whole train of thought. I have no idea what we're at. Somebody save. Somebody save
that.
me.
Logan. Anything else? Anything else?
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the second episode of the League Mates podcast.
Is that it?
Hey, that's where we're at.
All right. So we're not going to talk about that game at all.
See you guys Wednesday. All right, how about this? How about we start with who we're picking? I know who you two are picking. It's clear. It's concise. Logan, I'm assuming you're picking Notre Dame.
Correct.
Obviously, this game's not going to affect our records in the playoff thing we're doing.
Right.
I'm taking Notre Dame. South Bend, essentially a South Bend native. I've been to so many of their games.
Definitely been to more tailgates than games.
I can't say for certain how many games or tailgates I've been to, but yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I'm still caught up on the whole Logan thing.
Yeah, dude, that really threw this entire thing off. My God.
Golly, why'd you have to do that?
That was pretty uncalled for, but that was funny.
Like,
I'll give you that.
Yeah. No,
That was funny.
Notre Dame winning would be not only for the fans that have watched it not happen for so long, but for the town and the city of even the county.
City.
Yep. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. It would just be electric here for so long.
It would be cool.
That's an understatement, big dog.
It would be cool. But OH, I know nobody was going to do it back, so I had to do it for myself.
You made a business decision, and it was the correct business decision, buddy.
Oh, I already knew.
John, I apologize for just Texas. You were right, man, Logan. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, no, you were right. I was wrong. Congratulations. Now I'll take my apology from you two.
Chewy.
Logan.
I apologize.
That's a good boy.
For being dum-dums.
Thank you.
Go Bills Mafia.
I like that. I like the way you just said that to me.
I quite literally just read what you had written down in the notes.
That's, you know what? Whatever.
Hey, Chewy,
Yeah, John. Oh God, here we go. I don't like the way you started this.
I didn't know you put anything in the notes. Go fuck yourself.
Uh, yeah, that's fine.
That's about as close to an apology as you're gonna get.
Oh no, I'm fully aware.
Um, Actually, going back to the Notre
Oh,
Dame, Marcus Freeman and the Bears having interest in him for head coach.
that's what they said.
That is what they said. Um, Freeman
What they
did,
claim.
yeah, Freeman did just resign, and I don't see him going there, nor do I hope he does, ever.
Well,
He thrives in South Bend, and he should stay in South Bend, and that is my opinion on that.
if he's gonna go anywhere, I think he should go home and get ready for this national championship game because
Because he's gonna get his shit pushed in.
I really think this is gonna come down to coaching, and Ryan Day does not have that.
Both teams have lost to bad teams.
Yeah.
True.
And if you had to put your faith in one head coach in the national championship right now, why is it
Ryan
Marcus
Day.
Freeman?
It's Ryan Day.
Okay. All right. How about if you had to put your faith in one head coach after the national championship?
It's Ryan Day.
All right. We're gonna revisit that, by the way, come next season.
Do,
If you had to,
do you want to know why? Do you want to know
if you had
why?
to pick, yeah, go ahead.
So it's Ryan Day because regardless of him losing to Michigan for 4 years in a row, he still brought us to a national championship.
Yeah,
We're still here. We're in the dance.
better
After
start dancing.
we win the national championship, I have to. I don't have to, but if if Ryan Day brings us a national championship, I'll forgive him for one Michigan game. So that buys him one more year, and I'll
Okay.
leave it at that.
Let me ask you this then, and this is the last question I'll ask about the head coaches of the upcoming college games. If you had to pick one head coach in history of Ohio State for the Michigan game, like say Ryan Day's your head coach every
Urban
other
Meyer.
game of the season. All right, that's kind of what I expected. It's funny because I would also like to bring Urban Meyer back as a Gators fan. Man, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time for you, hadn't it?
It's been a long fucking time. So,
Well,
John, you want to touch on your thought of the day thing, or are we scrapping that for now?
oh, we can do the thought of the day real quick as soon as I
Yeah.
pull my notes back up,
Jesus
just to
Christ.
make sure I don't fumble over my own words.
That's my thing.
Who moved it? Oh,
Nobody moved it.
so just real quick, last thought of the day. This is something that could be left in the comments on any of our social medias or hey, Chewy, some of us over here are trying to be professional, okay? If you just let me do that,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that.
Should we go to the corner?
Ooh, to the corner.
First of all, don't put me in the corner.
Soundbite that. Ooh, to the corner. Soundbite that.
Oh, God.
All right, John.
Anyway, get to your fucking point.
Anyways, just real quick, imagine Travis Kelce and Pat McAfee on College Game Day.
That would be cool. Talk about a pregame.
That's going to go one of two ways, right? It's
Both
gonna
of them
be
I want to be a part of.
Yeah, no, 100%. One, it's the greatest thing to ever happen to College Game Day, and ESPN sees numbers that they've never even thought of. Two, that's the end of College Game Day because they're not allowed to do it. That's it. That's all I got on it.
All right. I I really hope these thought of the days turn into something that like could be fun and something we can incorporate our social media into, but until then, we'll just speak on
Yeah.
it ourselves, and if the fans decide to reach out and say something, they know where to get a hold of us.
All right. If you're not a fan yet, what the fuck are you waiting for?
Loser.
Uh,
That was mean, I'm sorry.
no, he's not.
But you are
Anyway,
kind of a loser.
oh, I gotta add one thing to our notes. Actually, I can just delete our notes on that. Uh, so yeah, it's the end of the episode, and like last time, I love you.
Uh,
Oh, real quick, John, what does way too early picks 1 to 5 mean in the notes?
Oh, that was if we had extra time, we could maybe talk about the first 5 picks in the NFL draft, but I think we have plenty.
Yeah, dude, we got till April.
No, I just
If
meant time. This was our way too early picks for the NFL draft.
oh, uh, Shedeur Sanders to the Giants still. I think Travis Hunter goes to Cleveland.
Well, I'm not saying we had to do it. It was like something that we would get depth on, but we
yeah, we got time for
filled
that.
our time. We're fine.
All right, this
All right,
is
whatever.
this is a shorter episode for a Monday night, just because well, we started late, but
Listen, I'm fucking tired. Leave me alone. I love you
we
guys.
will be back for another episodes. We don't have a set schedule yet, so just bear with us. We're working
We're
on
working
it.
on it.
We're this is our rookie season. We're getting there. But yeah. We're excited to continue, and we plan to eventually have more of our shit together. And with that being said, thank you for listening to the second episode of the League Mates podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
Da-da-da.
Just guys being dudes.
Us guys being dudes.